I guess you don't go hiking anymore.
Well, that's not entirely true.
You saw on the video there, they wheeled me in on that gurney. And that was my introduction to your world. Right? I'd never been in hospital before. Well, actually, except apart from that first time with Mum. When you're at the centre of something, like I was, from the moment I woke up, I was in a fight to stay alive. Right? I was in ICU for 10 days, 5 more surgeries during those 10 days. So I was pretty engaged. Right? I was kind of locked in. I knew what I had to do, and I just had to stick around. The people around us don't always have that luxury, right? So for you guys, when you're dealing, you've got the patient right there, but then you have this periphery, these people on the outside, that if they're like my mum and dad, they feel kind of pretty helpless. They're not kind of locked in the way I'm locked in. So it's worth thinking about. You might think you're only dealing with one person, but you're dealing with a whole bunch of people. Now here's the thing, Elaine's job was really to make gloves for people using chairs to kind of look after their hands, and really that's what she did. And I went to Elaine one day and I said, Elaine, I've got this idea. Do you think you could make me a pair of padded shorts? And she said, well, what's going on? I said, well, I'm going to climb this mountain and I need to protect my stumps. Now think about it. Elaine makes gloves. She could have so easily turned around and said, well, do you know what? We don't actually make mountain climbing shorts here, right? We make gloves, but we don't make mountain climbing shorts. She could have so easily did that. But what she did, she took me out of that box called patient. She connected with me as another person, and she knew that that's what I needed to do. And so she made me those shorts. All of us have the opportunity to do that, right? It's one of the biggest traps I think that we can fall into in this space is just putting somebody in that box called patient and forgetting that they're another person, right? If we can connect with them as another human being, trust me, it changes everything. When I think back, the best things about that Kilimanjaro trip happened before we even set foot on the mountain. All right, we landed in Tanzania. We had a team on the ground that arranged for us to visit these kids in this orphanage. We got to hang out with these cool cats in this hospital. We got to meet people doing amazing work with really, really limited resources. The people that we met that were making that kind of difference, I need to remind you, were people like you, right, that do what you do. I know it's really easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day, right, with all the obstacles that tend to pop up, especially in healthcare all the time, all the things that get changed. It's really easy to get stuck in that. But I want to remind you guys that what you do matters and that it makes a difference, right? It was people like you that took me from here to here. And for that, I just want to say thank you.